Hello, y'all. How y'all doing? Well, today I want to talk about child abuse. Something came up on my Facebook. I shared it with y'all. And they got this Mexican. His wife's filming him beating his son. I mean, the boy don't look no more than 5 or 6. He punches him in the face. He throws him down. He gets a belt and beats him. He punches him in the ear. If y'all have not seen that video, it's disturbing. But it's on my site. I would like for y'all to go to it and look at it. If you don't want to look at it, that's fine, because it's very disturbing and most of y'all will cry. But I want to share this video all over the network, because I want to find this person. I want him so bad, because I want us to show him that it's not right. The child's only 5 years old. He's taking him, he's throwing him. And then he keeps making him get up and he slaps him down and picks him up and makes him get over there. And the woman's videoing it. And the man keeps looking at the camera, make sure that she's still videoing him. Now, I know we got some bad youngins around this world. I know that. I know some smart alecks and some kids that don't want to call their parents names and stuff. But slapping them in the face, beating them with a belt, punching them in the back and the stomach at the same time is not the answer. Okay, at 5 years old. Because I'm going to tell you what. I hope and pray to God every day when that boy gets old enough, he beats the shit out of that man. Now, it's a very disturbing video. I'm very upset about it. When I was growing up, I never got beat by my papa. My papa never beat me. He whipped me now. But he never punched me. He never physically abused me or nothing. He whipped me because I deserved it, because I disobeyed him, or I did something at school, got in a fight or something. But every time I got a whipping, I know I deserved it. I know it. I know it today. I know it. And I don't understand these parents today. They're killing their children. They're a gift from God, people. Please. This world is going to hell in a hell basket. Now, I remember after I left the children's home, I went to foster care in Covington. Well, I was with Milton Walls. I don't know if y'all know him or not, but he's dead now. They would bury that out. I don't know if this is abusive or not, but they would lock us out the house until they got home. And if it was raining, we had to sit outside. All right. And one day, his wife, well, before they got home, I had to have the clothes ironed, washed, dried, clothes ironed, the pigs fed, the hogs fed, the hay to the goats, everything else. I had to have all that done. Sometimes I had to do it before I went to school. Smelled like a pile of shit when I went to school. And I wonder why I didn't have no friends. Anyway, one day, she did something. I was cooking, or she told me to cook something. I don't remember. And she slapped me in my face. I turned around. I said, "Bitch, don't you ever hit me again." Well, Mr. Walls come in. He said, "Jincy, what did you do? Did you cuss?" I said, "Yes, sir." I called her a bitch. I told her never to hit me. Well, he whipped me. I was a big man, if y'all remember. He was a bus driver. He whipped me. Well, one of the other kids that was living with us told my social worker. And my social worker said, "Did you get a whipping from Mr. Walls? Did he lay his hands on you?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, he did." She said, "Well, what do you want me to do about it?" I said, "I don't want you to do nothing about it, because I deserve that spanking." She said, "What you mean you deserve that spanking?" I said, "I called Miss Walls a bitch." She said, "But she slapped you in your face." I said, "Yes, she slapped me in my face." I said, "But that didn't give me a right to call her a bitch." I said, "Because I am a child and she's an adult." And she said, "I can't believe what you're saying, Jincy." I said, "Yes, ma'am, that's the truth. I deserve that whipping. I don't want to make no complaint." Well, she said, Jincy, will you go to the meeting with me? We having a meeting and I need you to go. I said, well, ma'am, why you want me to go? She said, I want you to tell them what you told me. I said, well, I got to get permission for Mr. Wiles before I can do anything. She said, no, I'm giving you permission to go. I said, no, you can't give me permission to go. You ain't raising me. Mr. Wiles is raising me. So he said I could go, so I went, and I stood up, and there was all kind of girls my age, and they was bitching about, complaining about this one, this mama don't let them do that, their foster father don't let them do this, and oh, I was getting so angry. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They teenagers, we needed to be in by 10 o'clock. We had school, or 9 o'clock. You know, it wasn't no big deal. Well, she said, I got a new member today, and I want her to stand up and share something with y'all. So I stood up. She said, Jincy, did your foster father give you a whipping? I said, yes, ma'am, he did. And they all went, and she said, did you deserve that whipping? I said, yes, ma'am, I did. She said, tell them why you got a whipping. I said, because I called that lady a bitch. Well, they all started clapping. I said, no, y'all, that's not right. I said, I called her name, so I got a whipping. I deserve my whipping. Well, I didn't have too many friends that day. But see, that's what my daddy taught me, Papa. He taught me, you deserve a whipping, you getting a whipping. Now, if you didn't do it, you tell him you didn't do it, and y'all talk about it. But if you did it, you getting a whipping. That's just how Daddy was, Papa Daddy. But I loved that man, I did. But what I'm saying, y'all, now one time he gave me a whipping I didn't deserve. This girl from school come home and told Papa that I cussed her. Me and Imogene. Now, I did not cuss that girl because I knew better. But her mama came over there and told Papa. Well, Papa brought me in the laundry room and he whipped me. God, he whipped me. He said, are you going to admit to calling that girl a name? I said, no, sir, I'm not, Papa. He said, I'm going to whip you till you admit it. I said, Papa, I was crying now and I peed all over myself. I said, Papa, you can whip me all night long. But you taught me to tell the truth and I did not do it. He said, you going to tell me you done it. I said, Papa, I didn't do it. I ain't saying it. Well, he whipped me a little bit more. Then he stopped. He looked at me. He said, Jincy, you didn't really call that girl that name, did you? I said, no, sir, I didn't. And Imogene did not. He said, then why did Imogene say she did? I said, so you'll quit whipping her. I said, but Papa, you taught me to always tell the truth to you because I know what's going to happen if I don't, and I respect you. He apologized. I only seen Papa cry one time in my life because I was a strong man. I only seen him cry one time. I'll talk about that later. So I went to school the next day. Didn't even speak to her. No, I didn't. Because the girl that was sitting by me called her a name. Not me, but she went and told my Papa I did, and I got whooped, and Imogene got whooped. Now that time I didn't deserve a whooping. To this day, I ain't forgot who it was and what they done. Revenge is mine, revenge is mine, baby, revenge is mine. About 20 years now, maybe 30 years, I still remember. Yes, I do. But I just want to leave y'all with one thing now. Share that video. Go to my page. And don't forget, girls, get paid. Get paid.